What's going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today we're going to pull orders from eBay, Poshmark, and Depop. This is what sold for me recently. Let's pull some orders. Sold a lot of DVDs on eBay. These are Baby Einstein, lot of 14. Had them listed for $39, accepted a best offer of $29 plus shipping. If you haven't seen the video, I will link it down below. I bought a wholesale, basically skid of used DVDs for $13. I lotted a lot of like things together, like action movies, comedies, whatever, and sold lots on Facebook. Threw a couple on eBay like this, and then I took all the horror and action movies and took them to my antique booth, and I've been selling them for $4 a piece. I've made quite a bit of money on that. It was a lot of work to go through them. Now that I have this space, the shed, maybe I'll get another one of those DVD lots. I'm not sure. But 13 bucks was the buy cost of the whole thing. This basically for sure is pure profits. I think $29 is totally fine for this. I'm surprised I actually had it listed that high. There must have been comps, you know, when I listed them that made me think that they were going to be worth that much. But happy to get 29 bucks for these Baby Einstein DVDs. Another eBay sale, and an example of something that's decent from a thrift store that you can still make money on is this RCA TV. I talked about it recently on a video where I think I was just basically giving you guys a thrift haul. I found this for, I forget the exact amount, but I think about $10 roughly. Listed it for, I think, a little higher, $165, accepted an offer of $148. I am charging $40 shipping. I'll let you know how much it does cost to ship this one out. I did wind up getting a couple boxes at Staples yesterday. I don't know which one. I just threw them up here. I don't know which one that I actually need. Could be this one. I got an 18, I'll pull them down here in a second. I got an 18 by 18 and an 18 by 18 by, I think it goes up to like 24 inches high. I'm not sure exactly which one I'll need, but I'm gonna get it packed up. I'm just basically gonna bubble wrap the TV, and then I'm using some of this as well. So I do have regular packing paper, but then my wife saves this from our spa when she gets orders of like shampoo and conditioner, different products like that that would be in bottles that they're trying to protect. You know, they put like void filler in there. Sometimes when she gets like products she's selling that is like, I don't know, like purses and sweaters, sometimes there'll be void paper in there as well. They save that, and they save a lot of the boxes for me too. But we're gonna use some of this to pack the TV in there tightly, so we're just gonna do that. Today I'm not gonna use any pool noodles. I'm just gonna pack it super tight with this paper and bubble wrap around the TV. All right, we did go by the 18 by 18 by 18 box, so just a square box. It cost $30. It's gonna cost me, I haven't paid for it yet, $30.84 with Stallion Express. That is gonna go Canada Post. Skip Zone, which is essentially like expedited. I could pay $31.93 for expedited parcel. It's basically the same thing, so I'm just gonna save myself the little bit there. That entire tub I just showed you, I used that entire tub of packing paper. So I used a lot. It's actually bowed out here a little bit inside. That TV is super tight in there. Sometimes in the past I would put pool noodles and cut them in the corners. This one I really didn't need to. I put the remote in a poly mailer, padded mailer, and put it on top of this, and it's packed in here super tight. So I'm getting this out for $30 basically, charged $40, so I'm making an extra almost $10 on the shipping, but I'm okay with that because this one takes a little bit more effort. Another eBay sale, while I was packing that, this one actually just sold. It's the Hobbit. I got $50 USD, which is about $67.90 Canadian plus shipping, of course. It's right down here. Now actually I just brought this home. I had bought this at the Goodwill bins, and the reason I didn't initially list it online is because it has some like carvings in here, and then somewhere, maybe it's in the back of the book, yeah, right here, easy rules, there's some writing on it. It's not perfect, it's actually missing the dust cover, but the Hobbit, this thing sells for good money. This thing is old too, it's like from the 70s, I believe. Happy with that though, 50 bucks. I've had it listed for maybe a couple of weeks now. Listed this one in US dollars as well when I listed it. Yeah, $67 Canadian, $50 USD for the Hobbit. Sold a Harley Miller, a genuine draft collab hat here. So Miller, Harley. This one was supposed to be in this bin, I thought. Couldn't find it. Looked in here because I do have some hats hiding in this bin here. Once again, couldn't find it in there. I looked in the house. I have some unlisted hats. Then I have some hats that I had at the antique booth that I brought home to maybe auction off or something. Had a second look through here, and I did wind up finding it. It's right here. Miller Genuine Draft Harley-Davidson hat. I'm pretty sure this came from that big hat buy that I got, just hats by the pound. Okay, so this is just one of those ones. It's got some imperfections, but we did still get $24 for this one on Poshmark. It's Monday and we're going to keep shipping here, so it's just the next day. We sold last night this PS3 lot here for $29 USD. That winds up being about $39 and change Canadian. I'm pretty sure this is the only lot I have left for sale. Yeah, it's got an elastic around it, so I'll just double check that it is all these. But a Little Big Planet, some hockey games, which I'm just trying to sneak in there and get rid of, but still a pretty good deal for somebody. I think in total there's supposed to be 10 games here. Happy to get rid of all these. I don't think there's any, you know, Little Big Planet might be okay by itself. Lego Movie might sell by itself, but everything else is pretty basic stuff, honestly. You know, I'll let you have another look. Maybe I'm missing something. Is there something in here that's worth a lot of money? I highly doubt it, because I would have comped these all before I listed them in a lot. They were individually listed probably at one point, and then this is the last lot. So everything else I have video game wise is individual, but you know, just under $40 for this PlayStation 3 lot. Sold a t-shirt on Depop. I'm also catching up on the Scott Sell Stuff show here. Last night's episode, buy high, sell higher. Sounds like some good advice. We sold this t-shirt here. I should have took Scott's advice, because I bought high and sold medium. Not very good at all on this original 6 t-shirt here. I bought it from a buddy at Vintage on the Block. I feel like I probably paid $15 or $20 for this. Maybe a little less, but probably at least 15 for sure. It only sold for $15.30 Canadian, which is about $20. Definitely just trying to move this one out anyway. It's supposed to be in the clothing one bin. So this is my latest bin that I've been relisting on .com. So it is, everything in here is in US dollars. Mostly just trying to get rid of this guy. Was not a good buy for sure. It is going to Chicago, if I can find it. It is in here somewhere, I promise. Where? I think it's right here. Yeah, I think this one says it's going to Chicago. It's got all the original 6 teams on it. Let's get it shipped out. We do have a few Poshmark.com orders going out as well. $10 for this Under Armour sports bra. Okay, I'm going to tell you how much that is Canadian. Not a ton. It's $13.16. I sometimes do pick items like this up at the Goodwill bins. This particular one, excuse me, this particular one actually came from a Dick's Sporting Goods wholesale buy that I did probably a year and a half ago now. I assume it's going to be in this bin here. My wife actually kept it for a little while. I think she probably wore it. However, does it sit here? No, this is a different sports bra. Should be in here though, the LPS somewhere. I don't think it's this one. That one's Lululemon. Okay, so it's not in this bin, so I had to go back and look at the listing, and it says USA bin. So there's not a ton in here, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. I'll take a peek. It's a lot of work for a $10 item here, right here. Okay, so this was the first stuff that I listed to .com, and it was in that mix. So I'm thinking she must have just gave this to me. And I must have just listed it directly on .com when she gave it to me. Anyway, $10 for that one. Buy cost, I don't know, because that wholesale buy is definitely, you know, we're all into the profit of this. So this is definitely all profit. And like I said, you know, my wife gave it to me instead of donating back to the Goodwill bins. Typically wouldn't pick up something like this unless I picked it up at the Goodwill bins. So you wouldn't want to buy this unless you could get it for basically almost free. All right, we sold a Disney travel bag here. So it's just a backpack with like a drawstring there. $21 USD, which is about, I'll look it actually. Look it up here again. $28.58. I paid about $5 at my local Goodwill for this a little while ago. I assume it's going to be in this bin. Let's see how far. Some of these were, yeah, I'm going to assume it's in here. Let's just take a look first. Most of the bags I have made it in here. Yeah, I think it's right there. Okay. So we're gonna get this guy in a little box or something. We're gonna get it shipped out. I have a whole bunch of these again. They were out of stock for a long time at Stallion, but I have these priority boxes. So you start to see shoes, especially on Poshmark, going out in some of these priority boxes again. But I probably, on this one, we'll just throw in a poly bag. But up next, we have a pair of shoes, which I'm just gonna put in one of those boxes, which the whole sleeve of them, which I think there's 20, I believe there's like 20 boxes in there or something. Cost about $2 total. So they're a really good deal if you're using United States priority mail, which everything on Poshmark.com is priority mail. Sold a pair of Crocs for $18. These are the lined ones. That winds up being about $24 and change Canadian. I assume they're going to be on one of these racks here, probably these black ones right here. You can see these ones are lined, okay? They will fit very nicely. Oops, so we drop another pair of shoes, or they slide over. They should fit nicely in one of these guys right here. It's just the US mailing box. They're actually meant for shoes, or they seem to be meant for shoes anyway. Yeah, we'll get these guys shipped out. So I haven't really been sourcing much at all recently. You know, there's been almost no garage sales. This past weekend, I went to one garage sale. I found a Coach purse for $5. It looks like it might sell for like 90 US, so that's pretty good. You know, I'll pop into a thrift store if I'm in town, but I haven't been finding a ton of stuff, but I haven't been looking for a ton of stuff because I'm still relisting my entire store. You know, I still have stuff in my death pile I can list. I've been lotting stuff together and selling it together. Been doing a lot of things except for sourcing. So hopefully we're going to build a little bit of a bank account, build the bank account back up anyway. That's kind of the plan. And then when we're ready to source, we can go out full force and do that. You know, it might be not till the end of October before I actually source anything besides maybe stuff that's purposely for Q4. So if I went and found something brand new in box or something that I think would be a good gift item, certainly going to pick those items up because, you know, those are great Q4 items. But other than that, I've been just sort of like working through my eBay store, relisting on Poshmark, relisting on Depop, and hopefully in the middle of this week, I'll do a video that explains what I'm actually doing with my store. Currently, I don't think what I'm doing is for everybody, but I will explain it and the logic behind it in an upcoming video. I think probably the midweek video this week. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.